Hi there, this is Brandon and Steven with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is October 14th, 2020, and this is going to be a video inspection for the address 975 East 9th Avenue here in Spokane, Washington. So we're about in this line, probably about 60 feet, 58 and a half pretty much to be exact. We were called out here for a main line. We kind of started doing some testing and talking to the customers, and things were just kind of running a little slow, so we decided to pull the camera down and take a look at it, as well as do a cleaning. We haven't done our cleaning yet, since the line was open and there actually aren't that many roots in there. We figured we'd just send the camera down first. So it's going to be a 4-inch clay tile pipe. All that white stuff on the screen is going to be sewer or methane gas coming back at us from the city sewer. So you can see right there, there's a tiny bit of root growth, but nothing bad whatsoever. Looks like here is another clean out. You can kind of see to the top of your pipe that kind of looks like a hole, but it's actually a fitting. That's about 55 feet out. This line took a very, very steep drop, so if that clean out is buried, which I think it is because we looked around and tried to find it and couldn't, it is going to be buried very deep. There's a pretty good sized offset right there. Essentially what an offset is clay tile was laid in 3 to 5 foot sections, and this section just came apart. There's not much root growth in there, not much dirt or anything like that getting in. It's not stopping the flow of water. Looks like it's kind of off to the side of the pipe. For perspective, you can always tell by either where the light of my camera is, or of course where the flow of water is, being the bottom of the pipe. So we pull back. That's pretty gnarly offset. As you can see, it has a couple of roots growing through it, and looks like a little bit of toilet paper debris as well, maybe. Again, not really stopping the flow of water necessarily, but I mean, those roots are in there. I do believe this house is somewhere in the very early 1900s. We tried to pull a permit on it, but couldn't find one. The house next door looked to be about 1902 is when their sewer line was put in. Again, another offset here, kind of in the top of the pipe, not too crucial. Very minor root growth going on here right now. Again, very minor root growth, but another offset. A little bit more root growth along the sides here. This is kind of a problematic area in the pipe, if you will. As you can kind of see, the bottom of this clay tile is starting to deteriorate, and I think that's kind of why we have all this root growth. Matter of fact, yeah, there might even be a hole. The reason I say there might be a hole in this pipe as opposed to it just being a separation is because I don't see a seam. And if you don't see a seam, there's only one more way the roots can get in. So that's probably the most root growth in this pipe, other than maybe this little section right here. We are going to cable this line. It'll probably get some of these roots out, but honestly, this is looking very, very clean. The customers did state to us that they have this done once about every year. There is a little bit of minor root growth here. The reason why we are holding water right here is because it seems to be a little belly in the pipe, along with, yeah, that little bit of root growth about 20 feet out. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. And that's about the biggest problem with this pipe. Again, this is a cast iron line right here. Cast iron is always going to be found inside the building and just about outside the foundation wall. And we're about to pull out of the cleanout in which we were working out of. And that is right here. It's right behind the washer and dryer here. A little bit elevated, but not too bad. Again, that was Brandon and Steven with Bulldog Rooter, and thank you for choosing us to do your video inspection.